What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? Your girl Bobby Pin is back with another celebrity artist spotlight. And this time I've got with me Memphis' own singer, songwriter, Porcelan. She's here to drop off her debut album and talk to us about Mood Ring. This is her current single, Switch Up. Okay. I keep falling for the wrong dude. Better than me got used to. Oh, we had a good time. I've been hitting your lines since the last night. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Bobby Pin. Go ahead and make sure you hit that follow button and stay locked in with me because I do interviews like these all the time. If you're just catching up, go ahead and visit my IGTV playlist. Artist Spotlight. You can catch up on these or visit my YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Bobby Pin, and you can catch up on these interviews and more. I'm really feeling this. Switch up. It's like I gotta sing no mixed up. Why it's gotta be? It's always so good when I'm with you. I feel us breaking up when we distant. What you gonna be? Can you pick one? Is it me? Is it you? Hey there, welcome. You said you're new here. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the follow button, all right? Because I do these very often. We're waiting for Porcelan to drop in. In the meantime, we're going to keep playing this switch up. You're right next to me. On Saturday day we make a move. Sort of what but you ever got a view. They used to be the life I knew. Now I can't even look at you. Up and down, up and down, in and out the door. Playing hard to get you, push up, pull like tug of war. Just when I was thinking that we could be like before. Caught up in the moment till you say you gotta go. Why you gotta always switch up? It's like I gotta sing no mixed up. Thank you for tuning in. If you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and click that buy a badge button down below, alright? And share the wealth. Porcelan is in the building. Yeah. Like I got this thing no mixed up. Always so feeling over you. I feel us breaking up when we distant. She's coming up right.
Oh, is it freezing?
Is it me? Is it you? What are we gonna do? It still says connecting, guys. Usually I time that really good.
Oh shoot, let me go on and come back on.
Let's play the album track. Sometimes I want it down. I change it up when I want. I like it how it's cool. There she is.
Hey!
What did you want? Ain't no change on my body. I'm free as a bird. Yes, performance. Yes, boo. Oh, so good to see you. Thank you for joining.
It's great seeing you too.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. You know, just trying to stay positive and busy as I can.
Yes.
But you know, do what I can do at home.
Yes, well, you are killing it. Sorry.
I say at my house, just doing what I can do.
Yes. Chilling back in the cut, but you just released your debut album in the midst of a pandemic. Mood Ring. Talk to me about how that feels.
Mood Ring, it's just one of those albums that describes me as a person. Like, it was important for me to do a project where I'm showing people how versatile I am, and I'm giving you variety. I'm showing you different sides of me, different dimensions, and it pretty much, it started there, and it went from that to like oh wait, my songs are like sounding like a real relationship / movie type vibe. And I'm like, you know what? It sounds like it's just, you know how, well, I know you don't do music, but I know it's like when you create something and it's like it seamlessly ends up kind of going together,
Yeah.
whether it was meant, it sounds like a storyline. So cause I mean, I really didn't know what the name was going to be. I didn't know how, you know, I was going to sequence the songs. I didn't know anything, but I was just writing what I felt. And I said, you know what? I don't want to be boxed in. I'm just going to start writing. So I started writing and I realized like, dang, this song sound like it go after this song, sound like it go after this song. And I was like, this feel like a vibe.
Yes.
And then it just everything started coming together. So it was like, okay, I know that this is meant to be. So that was really exciting for me, for everything to come together and I have to really think about it.
Yeah, I thought that's the best feeling. Like you said, perhaps my main thing is not music, but definitely as a storyteller or just anyone with a vision, it really feels good to have your vision, your idea like come together seamlessly. So I'm really happy for you. I'm excited for you. This project is solid. Okay, you gave us 17 whole tracks. This ain't even no skimp album. You know what I mean? Like she gave us bangers. Okay, we got slow jams and ballads. We got some up tempo bangers we can bop to. So great job. I think it's very well rounded, and I'm excited for you. I feel like I might have jumped the gun, but I just really wanted to talk about that. Go ahead, for people who might be just meeting you, introduce yourself a little bit because you have an extensive background as a songwriter and vocalist.
Okay. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised. I've been doing music for about 12 years. Like and sometimes when I say it, I'm like, oh God, I've been doing this for 12 years. But 12 years, my first big moment in my career was when I was 19. I was on 106 in Park.
Yep.
And that was a big moment for me just because I love 106 in Park and it's like the most iconic show that ever came on television.
Yes.
And I got to perform a song that I wrote. It went great. It was a pop record. It ended up actually charting on a rhythmic Billboard charts. I can't remember what number it was, but at the time it's like you don't really think about that. You just want to get your music heard.
Yeah.
You know, I made sure the song was copywritten, but I didn't know what it was doing. I'm like, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. I'm gonna perform here, perform here. And you know, that was really great because following that performance, I actually ended up getting a call from Timbaland. And I was like, Timbaland who?
Right, like what? That's
I was
so
like, who?
major.
Is this you ain't talking, we ain't talking about the same Timbaland. But he did he did give me a call and he enjoyed my performance. He told me how good of a job. Cause I actually ironically I didn't win. So
I was gonna ask, so what was the segment on 106 in Park? Do you remember what it was called?
It was a Wild Out Wednesday segment.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did not win at all. I was in tears. It was like 2 points off. Like 2 points off. My whole city in Memphis, they was riding for me. They like everybody at home voting, you know. But he saw me, he called me. We kept in touch 2 months after that, and then I ended up flying out to Miami, and that was my first opportunity to really get some insight in the industry and just really see how people work because, you know, being 19 from Memphis and just starting, I didn't know what to expect. And it was just really great getting an opportunity. And that was actually the first time Tank ever saw me. So, you know, I just introduced myself. And then, you know, following that, you know, like 2 years later, I ended up opening up for him. So it's so amazing how, you know, your destiny can really set you up. And you know, shortly after that, you know, I continued doing my thing. I've toured China. I went to China. I was with the entertainment agency out there, did some really great work. And it was just really awesome because I got to practice on my performing. I got to, you know, really see what the big stage is like and people bringing flowers and encore, encore. So I got to experience that. And then I ended up signing with the company called Made in Memphis, which was it was a startup business, a startup label. And, you know, I really was excited because we teamed up and just did great things. And I ended up with Lois Lane. Yeah. I ended up with Lois Lane, and man, I ended up on Billboard, top 12, Billboard, Urban AC.
Yeah.
You know, it was just amazing. And I met so many people and got close to so many people and had so many relationships, and relationships that I still have. And, you know, and I'm here with you today with the next big pinnacle of my life.
I know that's right, Queen. I received that, and I want that for you as well. I think what I love about your story, it sounds so familiar to when Destiny's Child lost Star Search, or I think Aaliyah, like, didn't win her appearance on Apollo, but they all ended up being like really big superstars anyway. So for you to have had that experience with 106 in Park where you were so close, but then still had the opportunity to learn from and study Timbaland and Tank and like all of these really big people, you won, girl. You won the real prize.
I felt like I did because I worked like 3 months and then had like some 6-inch heels on, and I'm like dancing, and I had never danced before, and I'm just like, I was like, when I didn't win, because we all want to get to that point and just win, and they were giving away all this cute stuff, and I'm like, I want a Letterman jacket and free CDs and all that stuff, but I got so much more out of it. When I got that call, I was like, and then it was so funny because the other girl that was there, it was like, they was like, girl, Timberlake called you. And then they looked over there like, oh. I was like, and right. And, you know, it was just a great opportunity. I'm so grateful for that.
When you got the juice, you got the juice, Queen.
Thank you.
I did some digging, and I saw that you've also had the opportunity to share the stage with icons such as like Stevie Wonder. Yeah. I'm about to put you on the spot. What did you sing with Stevie Wonder? And can you hit that for us real quick?
I can't remember the whole song. It was gonna be Chaka Khan, Tell Me Something Good.
Okay.
What was the words to that? Because I haven't sung that song in so long. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it. Yeah. Tell me something good. That's all I remember.
Okay. I felt it though. I
could hear like it. Yeah, that's all. Because honestly, I don't even think we knew the song. Like I memorized the second verse. Well, I memorized the second verse, and it literally went out of my head. That same, it went out of my head like soon as I left the stage. But it was so funny because Stevie didn't know his part either. He was just da da we were just kind of vibing. It was like I was like, okay. So it was just a real vibes groove session, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Like I would not have had it any other way, because it was not any pressure for me, not even really knowing the lyrics. He just wanted to be on stage with me, and that was amazing.
So it sounds like you've just got this spirit, this energy that just attracts what you need. Like, that's beautiful. That's so amazing for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's good. You know, people feel a good spirit about me, and I've been told that I think the sweetest term that I've ever gotten was like a ray of light. So I just run with it. I'm like, okay, I'm a ray of light. That's dope.
Yes, you definitely are. So talk to me, being from Memphis, the home of, I don't even want to start naming genres, blues, gospel, like so much rich music history and legacy is rooted there. Talk to me about how that influences your sound.
I mean, to be a part of like the culture. I mean, it's soul here. That's just what it is. It's like an energy when you come here. It's Southern food. It's in everything that we do. And it's just, I just always knew I would be doing music because all of my friends either write or they're musicians or they're engineers. Everything, it's like a musical culture, and it's not just like soul. It's blues, it's rock, it's eclectic, it's conscious rap, it's everything, like trap, and but it's all has the same soulful, pure kind of essence because I feel like honestly there's an energy with the struggle. I think like in the sound, it's 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 a it's what we come from, and how we've lived our lives, whatever that is. It's a rawness. It's even a rawness in the rap because when you listen to Moneybagg, when you listen to Gotti, when you listen to Juicy J, when you listen to Dolph, it's the same energy. It's like a
Yeah.
hungry pain, struggle, and it makes the sound just so, it makes everything just like so good because it's the conviction and the story in it, you know, and like I'm just happy to be a part of the culture because I mean the greats are from here. There's Otis Redding, which, you know, Al Green, you know, Aretha Franklin was born here, you know, Stax Records. It's just so much rich history here of soul. So I'm honored. You know, I honestly I met Quincy Jones in 2018, and he said something that just melted my heart. He was like, "Oh," he was like, "You from Memphis?" He was like, "You know, some of the greatest come out of Memphis." And I was like, he's like Maurice White from Earth, Wind and Fire, because
Mm-hmm.
people don't know this. Isaac Hayes, like we can go we can go on and
Yeah.
on. So it's like to be a part of history. That's what influences me because you know Memphis is not like, we know our history. We know what comes from us and comes from here, and it's just I'm honored to be a part of Memphis. Like we got our own style, so
For
I love it.
sure. You are the third Memphis artist I've spoke to in the last couple of months. And every
What?
time I get to know, I think they might be, don't start me to lying. If they're not label mates, they work with the same PR team or something. But Jessica Ray and Brandon Lewis, are you
Oh
familiar with
yeah, they're
them?
my label mates.
Yeah, yeah. So keeping it in the family.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they
all
gonna
of
tell you the
you,
same thing.
yeah. But better yet, all of you, first of all, I love the respect and the reverence for those who come before you, but you're doing it justice, right? It's one thing to be from a place and want to claim it, but you can't really like live up to it. But vocally, like even the little bit you just gave us was effortless
Oh,
and
I just ate some
flawless.
chips and salsa. I didn't know what happened. I said, I was like, I was over eating jalapenos. I'm like, okay.
Girl, but if that was
Like,
your
tell
chips
me
and guac voice,
something
then
good.
I want to hear you when it's like, you done warmed up and you've been right.
Right. I was like,
So talk to me more about your sound. Where do you think you fit in the current landscape in the music industry and particularly R&B?
honestly, I'm so confident about that question because I've been asked that question before, and I was like, you know, oh man. And I answered it, but now it's like I'm way more confident to say that my sound would be I feel like R&B, like not R&B hip hop, R&B pop, R&B trap. Just R&B
Pure R&B, yeah.
is missing. You know, like the man, like the we. It was a whole vibe with Monica and Keisha Cole and Mary J. and everybody that came from that era. There's a vibe there and the energy there that I think is missing, and I think people want to hear it. And there is a great opportunity to fit into that space. You know, it was a whole, you know, a whole vibe. You know,
Yeah.
and so many people come from that, like Deborah Cox, Shantae Moore, like Tony Braxton. Like that's like people do forget that it was just R&B.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like bringing that back, that relationship, you know, I think the one person that does it for me, like now, and she's like, and it's not many people that are doing that, but Queen Naja, like the way she speaks on the record, and she's like, like she telling you like that's how R&B girls used to come back in the day, and I feel like there's a space that needs to be in. So I'm really excited to be a part of that and just talk about relationships and cheating and the stuff we go through, the toxic stuff we live every day.
Baby. So, I've been listening to Mood Ring on repeat. Like, why is this my life? Girl, you've been bringing my
Look, oh my God. And I say that all the time. I said, if people ain't listening to my music and saying, dang, it's my life. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm trying to put stuff together that people actually can relate to. Like, I'm not trying to, always talk about, just stunning all the time, because people have real relationship problems and we don't feel good every day. Like, we're not always confident. We vulnerable. We want things to go right when they don't, and we end up sad about it. And I feel like that's something that needs to be talked about, so.
For sure. I want to brag on you for a second. Your team sent me this super cute, oh my gosh, where is it? This super cute package that actually had a mood ring in it. And I'm trying to put it up in the background. Here we go. Look at my little box, you guys.
So you like it?
I loved it. You had all the equipment, all the tools to do some self-care so I could love on myself. There's a bath bomb in there. I could go take a bath. I could eat some sugar and a literal actual mood ring. I was like, I needed this. Like, how did y'all know? So and shout you out for this PR kit. I loved it. It is so cute. Shout out to the team for sending that over, and thank you for being the inspiration to create something nice like this. Like I said, I really did need to take a little minute to myself, and this was the perfect reminder to do that.
Thank you. I wanted, and I made, like, with the soap, I teamed up with Buff City. It's a soap place here in my city. It's a local place. Oh, I don't even think it's local. I think they're in other places, but I had to make something. I just got want some mood ring and some glitter, and it has to be like a very soft scent. And I'm a natural, holistic product person, so I can't do like heavy fragrance, like chemicals and stuff like that. So it's a natural, like, shea butter soap, so you can like wash up and be smooth, and got a little coconut in there. So it's a natural soap. So I was like, I need to get something that everybody can use. So yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Put a little bath bomb in there, make your bath water mood ring.
Right. No, I love the idea. I love the concept, and I definitely got how it complemented the album. So talk to me. You mentioned a little bit about being holistic, but talk to me more about your sort of self-care regimen as an artist, as a woman, as we're dealing with this crazy COVID situation. Numbers are spiking back up. The news is crazy. We ain't even going to talk about our president and what he's trying to do. So how do you stay sane? How do you stay grounded?
Throughout this time, I love candles. I go to the store and I buy like 5-6 candles, just light them, so I can keep the scent really nice in my house. I love my smoothies every now and then, which I'm going to start posting more. But I drink my smoothies. I always try to, I love my scrubs. If I'm not out buying a scrub, I'm making my own. And these are just things I enjoy to just, keep. I know we can't really move around like we were moving around. So over the quarantine, I'm learning I'm like making masks. Yes. And like, let me mix this up because I'm not leaving the house or whatever. I'm like, let me,
I saw you post the reel the other day. You kind of like into DIY arts and crafts and stuff.
Yeah. And that's also like a part of my vibe too, just because I'm into like expression. So I'm expressing myself and what I see in my mind and colors I see in my mind. And I love mixing things up, so it's like, okay, over the summer I'm looking at painting. I'm like, whoa, that is crazy. I can do that. So it's like I started doing it, and I ended up, being good at it. And my friend was like, oh my God, that's scary. Like that's your first one and you just killed it. I was like, I know. I don't know. I'm scared now. Should I just start doing should I just start creating paintings now? Like, what if this takes over my music? I don't know what to do.
Nobody
so
says you have
like,
to choose. You do not have to stay in a box.
Right. I'm over
do
here
all
like
the things.
music, art, music. But it's just great because I get to express myself and people enjoy it. And then I'll play my song in the background. And it's like, it's like the best of both worlds. And then it shows us another side of me. So it's just nice.
How do you think your fans, your supporters connect to you? What do you think it is?
Extremely nice. I think that I give people like just a really positive energy about me, and I think they really really enjoy it. I mean, I'm very honest. I'm real. I have conviction in my music, and I don't make music just to be trendy. I make music to actually connect with people. So I really think they just enjoy it. They enjoy me, and I mean, as a genuine person, and they see positivity, and the aura is real. And I think people gravitate to things that are real because it's so much around that is not, this all for show. And I'm like meeting people and I'm like, wow, they're like, you're actually cool. like in real life, not like fake cool, you cool. So I'm like, yeah, and to be honest, I think that's the southern in me,
Yes.
because it's like we just speaking to random people. Hey, how you doing? Like, hey. And as I meet people, they're like, okay, I like her. She's nice. So yeah, I guess that's what they like.
That's awesome. Fans, you're gonna have to elaborate a little bit more. Go ahead, hop in the comments. You can share, what it is you love about her. Send some hearts. You already know the game. So let's see. Where do we want to go next?
Unknown caller.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself finally out of the quarantine. For one thing.
Please, in the next 5 months at least.
Let's everything back to normal. I want to be able to. I would love to perform at the Grammys in 5 years. That'll just be amazing. I'm hoping
as
that
you're receiving Album of the Year.
Hey, but you know what? By that time, hopefully, I'm not the new artist of the year. I'm like the best album of the year.
Right.
I mean, new artist of the year, probably like in 2 years. So 5, like I'm thinking album of the year, Grammy performance, tours, and it's a dope female collaboration. I really would like to collaborate with a dope male artist, maybe Travis Scott. And then maybe Rihanna, like we do like a real girl R&B kind of vibe. So 5 years, I got like high expectations and hopes, obviously.
Yes. Rev Barbara said, "Speak it." I'm totally with you on that, girl. If you've accomplished and manifested all of those things at the beginning of your career, what you said is nothing. It could totally happen.
Look, I said it, so I'm like,
it's done.
Put it in the universe. It's done.
It's done, queen. I am here for that. Travis Scott and Rihanna features, man. Like that would be fire. When it happens, guys, we can all be like, "Oh my God, we were there when she said it."
Look, I'm gonna come right back and be like, you told me to say it. You made me say it, and now look, it's happening. So I'm gonna just keep that in mind as I work, and that's what inspires me to keep going. So yeah.
For sure. Porcelan, it's been dope catching up with you. I'm saying your name right? Porcelan?
Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I figured you would have corrected me by now, but I just wanted to make sure. So I know you just released your debut album, and sometimes it can feel like a rush when people ask this, but I gotta ask, what's next?
I'm doing some collaborations. I know that we might be on another shutdown. I don't want to go, but we all gonna be stuck. But after that, I'm hoping that I can travel more, more opportunities, being a part of some new platforms and some new collaborations possibly coming ahead. And I'm just working currently, so we're gonna, might be some surprises. Who knows?
She said she's in the lab putting in that work, so that means that you need to follow her right here on the gram, Porcelan Music. Okay, tap in, go stream Mood Ring. It's available everywhere. Go run it up, all 16 tracks. You don't even have to skip. Like, just let that thing play. Matter of fact, let it play for a beat. And of course, again, I thank you so much for making the time to stop in and talk with me and to exchange this energy and this vibe. And yes, I wish you much continued success, Queen. You are beautiful. You are artistic and creative. Your voice is crazy. And I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. You the same. You're a beautiful queen as well. Much success and love from me to you.
Thank you, love. All right, guys. Until next time, this was Bobby Pin's Artist Spotlight. See ya.
Bye.